I wanted to share with you a tool called Brisk, Brisk Teaching. It has so many different tools and features and options, and I want to go over a few of them today with you that I think will be very beneficial for your teaching. So first of all, this is the first tool I'm going to share with you is going to be the game changer for detecting AI. It's hands down the best one that I've found. A lot of AI detectors don't work at all. They constantly think that something is human generated when it is clearly copied and pasted from somewhere. So this is going to be a great tool to use. Now, once you download the extension, which I'm going to put in the description notes below, you can click on the icon that appears, and then you're going to say inspect writing. So right now, right off the bat, I just saw one giant huge paste. I just saw another paste. It looks like they're going through and maybe making some edits to the pasted content to make it their own a little bit, but at the same time, we're seeing lots of different pastes. Took them 18 minutes so far to write this huge document. Now, on the bottom bar here, I can also see the little icons here of the large pastes that they did. So if I seek ahead a little bit, I can see they deleted some things, but they also continued to add, and here's my total number of pastes. So this information is going to give you that insight to how long it took the student, perhaps how if they copied a lot of content, and that would be a good chance to have that discussion with the student, and also reminding them that you want them only working in Google Docs because they will probably have the excuse that they typed it in another location and then just pasted it in here. So then that would just be another expectation of your class. So there's one tool. Let's go on to another one. This next one is going to bring up a YouTube video, and we can even use this in YouTube as well. So anything Google, any website, anything. So I'm going to come down here for this particular one, and I am going to generate a exit ticket. So I'm going to say boost student activity, and we're going to come over to assess and choose exit ticket. You want to change the grade level. I'm going to make this a 9th grade activity, and if you were even doing a different language, you would choose that up there. We're going to leave it just the same, and it generates this AI activity for your students to share with them. Takes a couple seconds here to generate, and then you don't want to just share it with them. We want to make sure we preview it first, okay? That's going to be the first part, because I'm not going to share this YouTube video with them. They're going to watch it maybe in a safer area like Edpuzzle or something like that. I'm not going to share the link there. And here we go, we've got our exit ticket, but I've also got my learning objectives. So here's the learning objective. If I want to edit those and kind of reword them, or if I want to add more, I can do that here. The other thing is this bar, this progress bar. It's going to continue to move forward as this student is chatting with this chatbot. So the chatbot's going to initiate here. Now I can even edit the role that this chatbot's going to have. So here's the role that is given to them based on that AI from the YouTube video. So if I wanted to edit it there, so it's basically telling them the 3 things they learned from the lesson, and here are the 3 things. So I can have them chat here. And again, the chat is visible to your teacher, so the teacher can actually pull that up, and I'll pull up some of this information here in a little bit. So that's another activity option. Another boost option is with Brisk is going to be the tutor activities. So I have a Mystery Dog video that's up right now, and I want to have some questions. We're going to bring this down to a 3rd grade level and see what this looks like here. Always preview, and I'm going to remove the video and remove the link to the video. I'm going to always look at the objectives, making sure it is what I would like. I'm going to close that out, always looking at the chat bot, making sure that the role is given is what I would like to see. And I can see what the chat bot would say. And I can actually say things that maybe I shouldn't say. Okay, so I'm just chatting here, and then we're going to look later at what this looks like. Eventually, if you continue to say things that the chatbot doesn't like, you would it would just kind of stop at that point. So I'm going to save that as the draft, and I'm going to show you a couple other activities. So if I come in here to another YouTube video, so you can also create a character chat using this. So if I clicked here and I said boost student activity and character chat, you can do that with this. You want to make sure the video isn't terribly long. This one was pretty long. So I'm going to actually show this particular one with a Wikipedia site. Again, I can come right in here. I'm going to refresh this page so I can get my premium version up. Boost student activity, and we're going to say character chat. We're going to go with 6th grade. And always preview and edit. And again, I want to look at my objectives. They should always be based on the standards for that grade level that's been chosen. And then I could remove the site if I'd like to, or I can leave everything there, and I can also see which role that the chatbot has taken, and I can adjust that as necessary. So it looks like it is taking on the role for the main character, Brian, and it's wanting to make sure that we can know those specific things before that bar starts moving. So I would have to engage and really explain those things. Another website idea is a debate. So here is a maybe a controversial topic that you might want to share with your students, boost student activity, and then you can come in and say debate. I would change the grade level and Brisk. Preview the activity here, and I can leave the article if I want, always looking at the objectives, and then coming into a debate. So it's summarizing the article in a sense and letting you know which sides are visible within the article, and then you can type your chat there. Last thing I want to share with you today is a writing assignment. If I click on Brisk Boost and come in and say that I want to boost student activity, but I want to choose writing, I can actually create a writing coach. So I can say this is for a 7th grade activity, and I'm going to create a coach. Now, each student's going to get a copy of this file put in their Google Drive with their first name as part of the title. You can also choose other options here, but I'm just going to choose this particular one. It's going to open up into a new tab. It'll ask you to enable permissions if you have not done this before, so that'll be one of the steps to connect to your Google Drive. Students will have to do that as well. And then preview and edit. So we're going to be able to look at the rubric that was a part of that assignment. So here's the original assignment. I've got my planning template for the student. I've got my rubric in there. And then the students can see all of that content as well. The chatbot already wants to start chatting with you, and I can actually come in and edit this, and when I'm done, I can let the teacher know. So I'm going to say I'm done, and it says great work, okay? I'm gonna save this activity, and I would come in, there's two places you can find all your activities. You can come into one of the actual ones that are open, or if you come down to the little Brisk tool, you've got this option here to look at your boost activities. Other options I didn't share that are really cool, you can upload an image, a PDF, or anything else within here to put that in as a source as well. So here are all the assignments that I've got. So I have a couple that I probably want to take a look at. So there is a mock student in progress, and this was one that I can click on it and see exactly what they were typing and what they were doing. If I look at the little dots here, those would fill in as they completed those standards. So I can see that right there. I can download their chat if I need to share that at any point when they're active within that. I can pause them. I can pause the whole class. So you will want to add a class first, but it's really insightful to see what they're doing, what they're learning. And again, when I look back at my activities and look at the one that's the argumentative writing assignment, I'm going to be able to view anybody that's submitted. And so now I'm right in there, and I can say, oh, you really didn't do anything. Go ahead, and I want you to revise. And so I can put that in there as well. And of course, since I'm also owner on the document, I can help by typing comments and such. And that is it in a nutshell. So if you have any questions or would like to learn more about Brisk and the many things that it offers, let me know. Thank you.